Welcome back everybody to another Stinkleberry Farmer, and today I am at Carley State Park. Of course, named after Carley Simon, who sold this land to the state of Minnesota in 1948 after she felt it was a little too vain for her. In fact, a couple of these trees behind me, they think I'm talking about them. This turns right into a dirt road, not a huge park, and it is not day, it's more night. It's like 7, so it's a little bit later than a lot later than I usually get here, so let's get at it. So this park does not even have a office, just this kiosk, and I got my wood bundle from the Yodel app, and Wi-Fi is not that great. Wi-Fi, I mean cell service, enough to get it, I guess. There's only a few left. Guess I'm lucky. There's a little rabbit right over there. Campground only has 20 sites, so not really big, and there is no electric in any of them. All right, Cypher, I've arrived. 11. There is at least one other person here, over there, a little ways. This is a nice site. I kind of scouted this via Cypher's channel, who he did the hard work. He scouted it, and this looked like a nice spot, so that's why I chose it. Look at this, up a little hill here. A little platform up there to hang out. I like that. So being that I don't have a lot of time, maybe a couple hours of daylight, I'm going to get the tent up pretty quick here. Probably start cooking shortly. We'll try to do a little bit of a walk tonight. We'll do one tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. Let me get going. And I'm all set up. Hopefully there's no strong wind, because these are some dead trees right above me here. I'm surprised these have not been taken down, actually. Luckily it's very calm. But yeah, those are all dead. Crazy. Got my fire going. I'm ready, just about ready to start cooking here shortly. This might be the earliest I've done cooking in one of my videos. It wasn't the smartest move to drop the wood here where I'm going to prepare food, but lesson to me. Fairly quiet. There's a few people driving around. I'll talk a little bit later, shortly. Maybe we'll get this food going. A little bit of why I'm at this park. Need that to go down a little bit more. It's a bit fierce right now, but we'll get it. I'm gonna do. I got some fresh broccoli. Again, I went to the small town store here. There's not always that much to choose from, and it's usually huge portions. So, but I'm gonna steam some broccoli. Just pour some water in there. Of course, always too much 14 spice. Salt and pepper for the steak here, and then I just picked up some Southern style hash browns, which I'm gonna actually fire up the stove tonight for that. And I can use these for breakfast tomorrow too, if the bugs aren't bad. We'll see. Hash browns are going. Broccoli and steak cooking just nicely. One of the reasons I haven't been here before camping is because it's such a small season at this park. It's like, I think 4 or 5 months, if that. They open up really late. I think it's May even when they open up, and they close early before October, I believe. So don't quote me on it, but just a small window. And tonight there's somebody camping there. There's noise over there. I'm not sure if they're camping or just having fun. Looked like the weekends though are booked here, and One report said that there was is quite the debacle a couple weekends ago, and they inconsiderate campers, which is something I should probably talk about, if not this video, one of these videos soon. A lot of you have been bringing it up. That was actually really quick. Didn't take very long at all for the steak. Ooh, and the broccoli. Steamed just nice. So I just put a little bit of water in here. As long as the foil doesn't break, it steams it really nice. Oh, it's so hot I can't. Oh, it's very good and tender. Delicious. I'm gonna eat this up a little bit later. I've got my dessert, which is something a viewer didn't recommend, but they said they tried before and it sounded like it would be kind of neat to try. So I'm gonna try that a little bit later. I'm gonna finish this right now though. About 30 minutes till it's gonna get dark, so I'm just gonna do a quick loop around the camp ground here, and we'll do a hike in the morning. I'll do a hike, and hopefully it'll still be with me. So I'm at 11 here. Again, only 20 sites in this park, so very small, non-electric, but nice. I mean, these are, you know, there's privacy back here, I guess. Staring at me. We got 11 and 12 across from each other. There's somebody camping. See if I can get my finger in there. There you go. Right up there. I'm gonna walk by them and then turn the camera back on after that, I think. Very woodsy. Oh, there's a dog back there that didn't care for me walking by. Hiking path back in there. This is 20, which is a nice site, kind of sitting up open here. Pit toilets only. No electric, no water, as primitive as can be, just like Gilligan's Island. Look at this. So I did learn, here I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. At the end of my Iowa trip, I went into a butterfly encasement thing, and there was just hundreds and hundreds of them, thousands flying around in front of you, and you wanted to swat them, but you hold back. But I asked how long they live, and she said 2 months. Wait, months, two weeks. Butterfly only lives 2 weeks. It's a sad thing. So many options here. So I'm going to walk towards it. Mrs. Stinkleberry Farmer hates when I do this, but there is a deer up on the road up ahead there. I think it's a deer. I don't think it's a moose. There he goes. He's back in there, staring right at me. Hey, buddy. So about 3-4 years ago, it must have been 4 years ago, because it was my first year at trying this YouTube stuff and figuring out how to turn on a camera. I actually came here in the middle of a video and made lunch. Had a little picnic right here. I remember that. That was my only time I had been here. Got a nice river down here. Look at that. So very small campground. I mean, I just did this loop in like 15 minutes or less. But 11 here is pretty nice. I like it. You can step up to this little thing up here, or you can take the easy walk up here. Incline. Okay. Good enough. So here's how out of touch I am with what's kind of going on right now. I went out there to the end of the road to get some cell service to check in with Mrs. Tinkleberry Farmer. Came back and this car here from Nebraska. They didn't know van camp, but if you can see it right there, there's a full moon up there and it's red. That's gorgeous. But I'm not going to see that when I get back into these woods here. So I thought she was like taking a picture of like wildlife or something as I went by, but then I turned around like, oh. After somebody saw me make the snickerdoodle cookies I did on the grill, they're like, I've never done that, but I did grilled Twinkies before, and that sounded intriguing, I'll say. So I have two here. I mean, I've heard of deep fried Twinkies and stuff like that, but not on the grill. So we're going to try that. All right, they're looking toasty here. Ooh. Take these off. All right, they smell actually really good. I'm going to take a bite of one here. They're toasted. Toasted really well. Mmm. Not too bad. A little crusty on the outside, but still pretty good. Gooey on the inside. Alright. I'm getting bugs from this thing. Otherwise, it's been fine. I've got this new citronella one here. Does nothing. It's just ambiance. Citronella, I don't think actually does anything for bugs. But it's nice ambiance. Very quiet out here. I'm not going to be able to show you, but it's like through the woods, full moon. I can kind of see parts of it out there. Didn't know that was happening. Should have been not in the woods tonight, but that's okay. Gonna sit through the rest of this fire and then head in shortly for the night. I've got the super comfy camping jammies on right now. I'm all set for the night. I thought I heard rain, but I think it's just a bunch of bugs hitting the top of the tent with that light on. So I'm going to turn that off in just a moment. It's just perfect temperature-wise right now. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just very comfortable. So, love it. Love this tent. Love this tent. Gotta say that. You'll see me in the morning. Good morning. Really good night here. Pretty quiet. You can hear cars from distance, but I shouldn't complain about that. Campground in general is really quiet though. There's no noise. I've just been kind of listening to the birds. Some angry squirrels over here in the bushes too. It's 66 wonderful degrees out. Early in the morning here. It's time for some breakfast. Nice morning fire going. Got water going for the coffee. I'm gonna have bacon and eggs and those leftover hash browns from last night. This is says irregular slices, value bacon. Value bacon. Asterisk. This package may contain irregular slices. I don't know what that means. Hopefully they're irregularly large. Anyways. No, that's definitely irregular size. Taste is okay. I really have to refresh myself on the, what's that nursery rhyme? Leaves of 3, then they're for me. Leaves of 5, let it jive. I don't remember. I better refresh myself, but I don't touch anything over there. I've got everything out of the tent, but I'm going to go for a hike, and I thought it would be better to just leave that up. They might think I'm here when I leave my car here for a little while, so let's go for a hike. Oh, I am here. There's a campground, and I think what I'm going to do is do this loop around North Branch Whitewater River, it's called. Looks like there's a couple of, maybe a bridge or two. We'll come back here. I think it's like a, I don't know, mile and a half, something like that. Kind of like the bridge at Whitewater I had to go over in the winter. All right, deep into the woods we go. Okay, I'm gonna go across this. Holy crap. Lots and lots of stairs. That hike was, it's on the map as difficult. I would say moderate, but yeah, it's, I'm really glad I decided to go with long sleeves and pants instead of shorts. And shorts, that would have been not so good. So basically this path that I was just on, I went over that first bridge and you go up over this is kind of cliffs here. So you go up over that, and you kind of look down, go around and back, and there's no good shots to get down on the river here because it's all the woods. Also explains why I have no cell service, because just surrounded by kind of cliffs here, a little uprising or whatever we want to call it here. Nice hike though, nice hike. Bugs weren't too bad. They're starting to get a little nippy now, but not too bad. Let's 1.8 miles. Okay. They do have some beautiful flowers here too, and I think they're in here. Bluebells. I think we're past the season where they peaked, but I think last time I was here they were blooming. One for me. Whew. One for the fire. Well, now I'm all picked up, packed up, ready to go. Ooh, that's steamy. I have one more spot to head out to before I head out of the park, I should say. I don't ask, but why not? Maybe like, subscribe. Most of you do. Guess it doesn't hurt. But let's go check out the this one last spot in this park here before I go. Fail. Honorable James A. Carley and Mary Chamberlain Carley. Carley State Park was made possible by a 190-acre gift from the distinguished state senator and Plainview attorney who, with his wife, Mary, presented this site to the state of Minnesota in 1948. Did I say 1948 earlier? That's an incredible coincidence of that. So ignore the Carly Simon thing. This is why it's called Carley State Park. And then another 20 acres from the Bolt family and the children. So 1948, James Carley. So I'm going to do this one little last hike. We're here, and it looks like there's a little lookout here, so I'm going to see if there's something fascinating to look at over there. So let's head in to the woods. He's warning me. He says, stay away. It's okay, buddy. Just walking by. Such an angry squirrel. Look, another one of these guys hanging on. Well, that's going to be all from, let's just set him right there. That's going to be all from Carley State Park. Nice little park. You could knock this out in a day, most of the hiking. There's easier paths than the one I did earlier. So it's worth a check out. I think you can do this in a day. Again, campground is non-electric and only 20 sites. So not huge, and no water, no electric, pit toilets. But the bugs were really good in the campsite. By that I mean there were almost none, so very nice. I will probably be taking, well, I'll probably have a video next week. There's another one hanging out. Can you see that? Look at that guy. It's floating in the air. I should have another video next week. It'll be a little bit different. I'm going to try something out. I'll just leave it at that. If it works out, I'll have another video next week. Otherwise, I'm going to be taking a week or two off from the YouTube grind. I think I just need a break. Not from you. I need a break from YouTube. Yeah, so we'll be back, though. I got a lot planned for July, back into July. And sometimes I think that and say that, and then I don't stop, so we'll see. But I think I need at least a week off from this. So not this camping, it's everything else. So thanks so much for watching. You will hopefully see me next time.